A bank typically has multiple departments serving different purposes. In this video, we shall see what are those departments and what is the purpose of each of those departments. Let's get started. What we will be doing is we will be starting from the top, this horizontal row. From here, let's start. So, retail banking. Retail banking is the services which are provided to the retail customers. You and me, if we individually go to the bank and open an account and use that bank account for different banking needs, that is basically served with the department called retail banking. The second one is commercial banking. This is for businesses, and this is for small and medium class businesses, and financial services are provided to these small and medium class businesses, and they are like loans, credit lines, and cash management, etc. Corporate banking again is similar to commercial banking, but it is for much larger corporations. So the difference between commercial and corporate banking is that corporate banks cater to larger, often multinational corporations and large businesses. They focus on providing more specialized financial solutions for these complex and big entities, wherein commercial banking primarily serves small to medium sized businesses. So that's the difference. Then the treasury department. So Treasury Department is providing the management of bank assets, bank liabilities, liquidity needs of the bank, the investments the bank would be making somewhere, and the risk. So that's what the Treasury Department. It's a very important department, and it manages various aspects of bank's own financial assets and liabilities. Let's go to the next row, which is accounting and finance. So accounting and finance is, as the name itself says, is responsible for financial reporting, auditing, regulatory compliance, and financial records. Risk management. So we need know that this bank would be having a lot of risks. It may be having credit risk, market risk, operational risk, compliance risk. Uh, so to manage all these risks, we have a department which does all these things by the name risk management. Then there is a compliance and regulatory affairs. So the bank has to follow a lot of compliance and regulations, and this adherence is required for the safety of the individuals or the corporations which are using the banking services from this bank. So for this compliance and adherence of compliance, this compliance and regulatory affairs body or a function shall be there in a bank. Human resources, like any other company, would be having human resources for management of recruitment for their trainings, benefits, employee performance, etc. Human resources department is meant for these things. Let's move to the next one. The IT handles technology infrastructure, cyber security. Basically all the IT needs of the bank shall be met by this IT organization. uh, Sales and marketing. So yeah, we have to have marketing done so that we can lure more customers and earn more deposits in the bank, earn more banking customers, and that's what this marketing will do. And further on, post the marketing, if we have to do the sales, that is what is the sales. So it promotes the bank's products and services to attract and retain customers, and any back office operations would be part of operations. And typical things would be transaction processing, document management, etc. would be part of operations. Credit and lending. So when we apply for a bank, the bank checks our application whether we are credit worthy or not. So every individual would be having a credit risk if in case he or she applies for a loan. So, credit risk, whether the lending shall be successful or not, is evaluated with the help of credit risk with the individual or a corporation, overseeing the whole loan portfolio. So, basically, all these things are done by the credit and lending department. Investment and wealth management is basically the high net worth individuals. They would be utilizing the investment advisory services from a bank. And that's what is this investment and wealth management. Provides investment and advisory services and manages wealth for the client. Legal department, bank is a big entity, so it should be having legal department to handle the legal matters, which include contracts, regulatory compliance, and legal issues. So anybody sues the bank, there should be a legal entity within a bank which can help bank save its interest. That's what the legal department does. Customer service, we would be having a lot of customer inquiries and issues. They shall be handled by the customer service. Credit and collections. So what happens when a person who is taken a loan is not paying the loan? So that person or that entity is called as a delinquent entity. And how do we manage the delinquent entity? So one of the major things is collection. So we will be having a collections department which shall initiate the recovery. Okay, so it shall initiate the recovery, or it shall say that the loan is non-recoverable, and thereby it would be written off by the bank. So all those things shall be done by the collections department. The delinquent entities shall be handled by this department. So credit risk analysis is a major part of any loan which the bank offers. And like we discussed in one of the earlier videos, that we have a secured and unsecured loan. So secured means like a mortgage, like a auto loan. So wherein if you are not able to pay the loan, you let go of your vehicle or you let go of your house, because the bank will take the house or the auto if in case you default on the loan. So that is what is the secured loan. In case of unsecured loan, there is nothing which is guarantee for the loan. So that's an unsecured loan. So credit risk analysis is very important, which would assess the credit worthiness of the borrowers and thereby would be making a very informed decision whether the bank should give a loan or bank should give a credit or not to that entity. And bank is one of the corporations which is always susceptible to different kind of attacks. So fraud prevention and detection is something which would help us to prevent and detect fraudulent activities within the bank and among customers. So to protect the bank's interest and the customer's interest, this department is there. The last one which we are mentioning here or which we are discussing here is the international banking and trade finance. So any international trade and financing services for global operations is done by this department. So transfer of funds, international banking, any trade related different options which the bank has to give. So those are covered as a part of this department. So these are the typical departments in a bank. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.